SNM clan, how do you see these housemates games? Like me, I love that game. Oh, I don't know how to see. I'm sure.
I didn't like the last part,
but the last one, I don't know. You guys should be, more creative, right? But I mean, the other one about them trying, like,
brought was
just
it was
cool,
nice.
handy,
it was
you know.
interesting.
Yeah. I love that, right?
Like they were acting out.
You literally got taught to bring everybody don't go sleep.
No, like the issue is this: when they were even playing the game, right?
Yeah.
Already, Onyeka was already acting.
No man, she was sounding down, acting down. Even the last game that they're supposed to play, the one that Wani and Andy brought, she was supposed to be the last person to play. She didn't play said it. No, that she's feeling, tipsy, that type of way, right? But when the game was brought, you could see how she wasn't even tipsy at all.
Who brought the game? She was the one that brought the game.
That's what I'm saying now. She was the one that brought the game, right? But I'm talking about the fact when she told Handy that she cannot really play.
Yeah.
You understand, right? Because she saw, Ozee and, Victoria. So look. There are different, countenance and different expressions you see from people from afar. You just know that, okay, this is because of what is happening, right?
Yes.
Because look at her at one angle, you see, Ozee and Victoria, the other side, right? They're more like opposite each other.
Yes.
The full view where even Victoria can see Onyeka and Onyeka, of course, can see Victoria, where Ozee can see Onyeka as well, of which, where Onyeka can see Ozee as well, right? Mm-hmm. So immediately her mood was okay, top notch, everything was moving fine, until
I just felt like it kept on happening because Ozee was even minding the presence of the madam, and he kept on like, the body language is the last
presence of which madam? Of which madam, Harry?
No, when you know that there's a particular thing you would do, someone else will fight you because of it.
Yeah, I get that.
Do you understand?
I get
I'm
that.
sure he knows his mind. He knows, or maybe he doesn't at that moment. Was
she
distracted.
Was so down, so she was just frowning. I was like, okay, maybe she should not be saying that. After all the Botox, well, I don't give this guy. After this guy, don't use me, do bend down selects. After all the I don't give. After everything, right? I be she make her go meet one baba, make her put this bros for inside bottle. She that the last option we did because
so
every time Ozee keeps finding himself to Victoria. Whenever they have some conversations, always about different,
business. It was even about business. Victoria doing something for him, and maybe Victoria processes something for him, and him maybe not paying fully.
You understand,
I don't
right? Understand because it was still Kassia'S that actually spoke about how Victoria, telling Victoria that the reason why she's probably with Ozee is because of connection.
Yeah. To me,
because of connection.
That was like a mature conversation.
Yeah.
To me, I felt like two friends having a heart-to-heart.
Yeah.
Obviously, like, you had a perception.
Yeah.
You would tell your friend and going about gossiping about it. So I loved that she said it.
Yeah.
But my own problem was the fact that she had to think about that. To me, I don't know where that perception was coming from. And to me, in as much as I know that was like a mature heart-to-heart conversation, I didn't like that conversation was hard.
Well, like you said, two friends having a chat, so you understand, right? So it's normal.
Yeah.
I can definitely have, different things I think of and I tell my friend about it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, how I feel about what is actually going on. I mean, how do I put it? Is there a certain boundary when two friends pour out how they feel about certain things?
No.
You understand, right?
There's no boundary, but when you're trying to call someone an opportunist.
Yeah, I get that.
I'm trying to get where it's going from.
I understand, right? Kassia'S telling Victoria the reason why you are with Ozee, I feel maybe it's because of connection.
Yes.
So it's more of it's even Kassia'S that's yearning for the connection.
And she's projecting.
Right? It looked like that, right?
Yes, it looks like that.
But we understand that two friends are having a conversation, right? Because that happened there. Only for Kassia'S to still come again.
Started calling Ozee.
Local area, started calling Ozee Big Fish. Now, and see Victoria here, it's happening Victoria as well, big fish. In other words, Victoria, you don't catch big fish.
So that was when I knew that, okay, in as much as, right, that was like a mature conversation to have.
Yeah, now.
I do not think it was coming from a place of anything.
Exactly.
You thought about it.
Yeah, you thought about it, Kassia'S. You're taking it,
you're the one that wants to be in there.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden now, it's now
you
Ozee.
And Ozee.
And then
right?
Kassia'S always like going in. I know still that it's like a banter. They're always like
nothing like that will fly between Kassia'S and Ozee.
No,
it won't fly.
It won't fly.
Yeah, it won't fly.
But I'm just trying to say that for you to like have that perception in your mind about your friend and making it look like or trying to have clarity that she might be an opportunist or looking for connect.
Yeah, in other words, it's more of like, let's put it this way, it's very simple. You're calling Victoria a gold digger.
Exactly.
You understand, right? You're calling Victoria indirectly, you understand, right?
Yeah.
I don't care about anything that's being indirect or direct, you understand, right? They are just different words that just have certain meaning. It just carries it, you understand?
No need for
any indirect. Let's just say it as it is. You understand, right?
Yeah.
Because if you are telling Victoria that, Victoria on the other hand is more like, just try like, water down whatever Kassia was saying, right? And try like, tell her that, no, I don't think that's like, it, right?
Did you know the people I've met?
Right. So it's more like, after that has happened, believing that has ended already, right? Just to come in again to go and be telling you.
That's when I knew. For her to not keep calling them big fish upstairs. That's when I knew that wasn't just like a perception thing or anything.
You're putting the by the way twins under so much pressure. These people have never come out to tell people that they are this or they are that.
Or something.
They have never done that. You understand? By the way twins, I always try to like make sure that they're at least comfortable and okay. They don't put themselves in your faces in terms of them trying to say that they have this one, they have 12 cars.
Do you understand? Just because their grandfather is Ozuban Badiwe, people now assume that
don't think like that.
No.
Understand? Don't think like that because this heightened, this escalated ever since TJ made that known during the Aquafina task.
And the conversation Onyeka had even first week of the show.
You understand?
She was like, they have money,
right?
this and that,
right? So people should not put these people under pressure because you are not giving them a kind of narrative or a lifestyle they should follow.
Yes, and they are the type of people.
And if they don't follow it now, you start dragging it that they don't get money. Don't do that to them. They never said that. If they said they are so people and they are so, okay, that is different.
Yeah.
But they have not made that known. So there's no reason for you to give them a lifestyle they do not have. Like, don't do that to them, please.
Or the lifestyle that they want to live for themselves. Create for themselves.
Exactly.
Then when you see, you can take from it.
Understand?
You're just like creating for them.
Right? So the one Kassia'S, they tell and say, big fish, this,
like,
that, stop it.
He will give you connection. Please.
Stop it, Kassia'S.
The conversation that they had before we started filming, that's the conversation they were having during the game they were playing. That was even Ozee having a business conversation with Victoria for Victoria to do something for him.
So how is Victoria now looking for Ozee for connects? But look at the conversations they're having. Look at what they're talking about. You can see the open-mindedness. You can see closure.
In as much as right. It was anything. And there's no issue. Let me tell you guys something, right?
Yeah.
There is no issue having friends that can connect you. Because at the end of the day, you have to have quality friends. You can't be having quantity, rubbish,
in as much as you have people around, a strong circle that can empower you, be ready to empower as well.
Exactly.
Don't be a liability.
Not
just you taking.
And you're not
so
giving.
So if you see Ozee and Victoria, to show that Victoria can give in as much as Ozee can give. There is a balance.
So that conversation, right? I don't have a problem. No. That's not what I want to say. Now, having a friend that can connect you to something is not a problem, right?
It's not a problem at all.
But that conversation indirectly sounded condescending in a way.
I mean, come on, Kassia'S. Yeah. Come on now.
And that was like a sincere conversation. She should have just ended it there. Bringing it upstairs and not saying big fish. It's not giving another signal that this thing, you're just overthinking in your head. You are the one,
Kassia'S, that wants that connection. It looks like that, right? Love you both, right? Love how you two are always like, tend to back each other up, We saw how you were able to clear Ozee. Just one small way Ozee just did to Victoria, hit Victoria, then one guy, Kassia'S don't hit your head like that. Yeah. Don't you ever try that. Victoria,
period.
Victoria telling Kassia'S, want him more, tell him more. So that's also what
can she... having a pillow fight.
And so Ozee won't come stone Kassia'S, they play.
I liked that.
Kassia'S will come for you. Kassia'S can give Ozee.
She doesn't back down.
She doesn't back down. Kassia'S know they back down.
I love that scene. I loved it. I was like, give it to him.
She cleared Ozee. Don't do that to Victoria. Don't try to. I said, I know they finish. I said, all right. So, mind you, they don't steal person porridge. Nah, just make I tell you.
Wani and Sean.
They don't steal person porridge.
That you made the porridge.
Yeah.
But you dished the food for everybody.
Yeah.
So, you've eaten yours. Like, why steal Suge's porridge? Because they had 2 plates.
Yeah.
They only saw one. They were eating it. And Nelly was like, shouting, who stole my porridge? This and that. If I start now, I'm not gonna stop. Blah, blah, blah. And they were where they were. Who was that person that they just like brought out her tongue?
Yeah, it was Handy told Wani. No, Handy was more like, this is not nice. Yes. This is not fair. You people should come out calling out the corporate, you understand? Yeah. Only for her to just say that it was Wani and Sean. She said, Wani. He said, Wani. I saw Wani just like this. So it was Wani and Sean that actually ate it right, but they didn't say anything right. But you can see Handy or hear Handy talking about how the corporate should come out. Yes. Immediately she knew that it was Wani and Sean. She kept quiet. And to me, that was really nice because we saw you, Onyeka, and Handy upstairs. Rubbishing Kassia. Saying all sort of things about Kelly Ray. You understand, right?
Kelly Ray gave you guys 1 minute to share. Only for Sean to tell you that he actually gave you guys
You can imagine. When he get mad, they drag Kelly Ray, say, share 1 or 2 things in terms of, you're not okay, Wani. You are not normal. Because you are talking about this, but look at you now. Say your hypocrisy, they smell. And look at how you're stinking full of hypocrisy.
That was an allegation.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
At the end of the day.
Because that meat she was even talking about was an extra. Extra meat.
And Kelly Ray did not even eat anything throughout when I was grilling the chicken.
Yes, he did not.
He has to share everything equally.
Yes, because I saw when he was like putting the meat. Do you understand?
The toothpick, like, put it there.
Yeah, put it there. And he was like even sharing to people.
It. Even
and that was even when Ozee came. I was
to
like
begging for more. He didn't agree. He said no. He said no, right? I need to share this equal. And I'm talking about how, Kelly Ray this, no triumph.
And how
no triumph one, no
something about her stomach, that her stomach is big, blah, blah, blah. And to be honest, right, that conversation, I think I remember when that conversation was had, but I didn't pay attention normally. But I know there were like 4 people there. That's Handy, Wani, Victoria, Kassia. They were there talking about it because I saw the clip. Do you understand? She said that in her face. And if you're someone that actually like, you didn't like what she said. To me, that's then, like that period, you shut her up immediately. Like, I don't like that, don't say that. After a while, like you slept and you woke up and you decided that you're pouncing on Kassia.
Like, I don't get it. Yourself and Kassia were having a heart-to-heart conversation. In as much as, so conversations are just like, okay, why we're having a conversation, right? If you feel offended at that moment, clear it. You speak out. You say, okay, I don't understand.
Like you
cannot come and be telling us that Kassia got you offended because of how she was talking about your stomach or your tummy. Whereas that moment you guys had that conversation, you couldn't say anything.
And Onyeka said, oh my God, I told you that they are
As usual, she had to add Victoria.
That means they must have been finishing me.
As usual, Onyeka had to include Victoria.
And Ozee. I love how we're like moving. I love how we are moving. Do you understand? And now, okay, after that whole nonsense they had upstairs, came downstairs in the garden. Why couldn't you confront her?
You couldn't.
You kept quiet.
They told all of you to move to the garden, but Kelly Ray was just stood there, Kassia was just stood there. You didn't say anything. What's the problem about? Is it that you want Kelly Ray to give like 7 chickens? So I can't give everything to Sean? So you want to be pleased. So Kelly Ray should displease everyone and just please you. You are not well, though.
Especially knowing fully well that the chicken that she was talking about was an extra chicken. That means they ate their own ration and he gave them extra.
And this is one thing I love about Sean. Sean will always stand in the middle. You won't see Sean here or there.
And start lying just because he wants to please you.
Sean will come straight with you, right? He will tell you, okay, this is what happened though. He won't lie about the situation. They gave us chicken, but our own problem is more like, that's what happened, right? Because another thing is more like, if Wani was talking about how what Kassia did, right? You can feel the pain of how someone is telling you how your tummy is, but it's also easy to talk about Nelly's, buttocks and body,
hip wasn't
right? And we told you guys how, it didn't really mean anything for what Wani said, because after all, this is what she just pointed out, right? And even Nelly as well, you just do your day, you do whatever you want to do, and people can just say whatever they want to say, right? But this is the same thing that, this person, Kassia, even said to your face, a heart-to-heart conversation.
Your own was even behind that
back. Was behind Nelly's back. But Kassia said this to your face, telling you that are you proud of your will you go to gym?
And she said I've been trying. I don't know why it's not coming down. So why the force?
Why the force? So why are you coming out to come and be dragging Kassia? You for dragging for where she did now. And besides, Kassia did not say that out of a bad place.
No.
Kassia never said out of a bad place. Right?
When you had a time, or when you saw her face to face, you couldn't even say anything.
You couldn't even say anything. Please,
Onyeka that just inserted Victoria inside. I was like, you should have told you.
No, man,
gossiping about me. Now, during naija, Onyeka was all hyper about Victoria. S&M clan. Like hyping Victoria up. And even when I'm like, see, let me tell you guys something, right? If you have bad blood or bad vibes over someone, and you know that you always give this person bad eyes, why do you give them fake love? Why do you give them fake hype?
I mean, why do we need your notice me? Why do we need your eye service?
Like, why?
We don't need it.
She gossips about you.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're not happy that she says bad things about you.
Yeah.
What is the essence of the whole hype?
She gets, because I was like,
Vicky, Vicky.
You know, I was like, okay, what is going on here? You came to tell your story. By the way, big up to them, the one that, Wager, congratulations to them, outstanding. There's no how big would actually feel them, no matter what they did.
No, they did amazing.
Even if they didn't do amazingly well, though, there's no how big would have said it feel the Wager. This one was dark, right? Big has just give it to them, right? But they merited it, it was well deserved. You understand, right?
It was.
The play was amazing.
No, it was very
and this
long.
was the help of, their details, the detail of the brought that story to life.
They did.
You understand the whole, background, sound, everything was amazing. Everything was apps, right?
Yeah.
But the thing now is, when of course started giving that speech, here and there, talking about, the stories and everything, I was like, okay, Onyeka, of course, came to tell a story, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tell your story. What the hell are you involving Victoria with your shenanigans? I don't understand.
In as much as, right, SLM clan.
I don't get that.
I saw where she was coming from.
I didn't see anywhere. I didn't see. She wasn't coming from nowhere, please. Don't tell me. Coming from where, please?
Wait first, right?
Coming from where?
When people can relate, like you can relate to people's stories sometimes. When someone says something and you could relate to that. That's how I felt, right? When she mentioned like Victoria's name. When it comes to the whole name is like death, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I get that part. In a society, I felt it was weird, but I get where Onyeka was coming from. But Victoria did not find it funny. Do you understand? Like the face she made when she heard that, I was like, what's going on? What's this? What's that?
To show whether Victoria found it funny or not, there was no point for it. Look, everyone came.
Mommy, I feel like Onyeka plays
distinctively to give their story, to tell their story. What is Onyeka's business involving Victoria with her story?
She plays mind games.
You understand? There was no need for that. No need for the whole eye service. Keep it to yourself. The reason
why I said she plays mind games there. One thing about, let me tell you something. Why I don't like receiving help from people sometimes. When you receive help from people, there are some people that set you up with help. Do you know that? I don't know if you guys know that. People help you just for them to rub it on your face when you mess up. And Onyeka is the type of person that likes to, it's not bad to refer to help, to you helping someone when the time is needed. But when you just bring it up at any moment, just like demean and make them look small. That's how I see Onyeka do sometimes. But I used to do this, but I used to like, just like how she almost like gaslighted TJ when they were having that conversation. But TJ, I used to pray for you. I used to do this. I used to do that. She now makes you feel.
Keep your prayers to yourself, please.
She makes you feel like, I feel so bad now for trying to like scold her for what I don't like. Do you understand? So like, but you people saw when I was praising Victoria, now there's no bad blood. But behind her back, you say bullshit.
See, look. The public
I'm not done. I'm not done. The reason why I said what I said was because after the wager, right? Ozee and Victoria having a conversation. According to Ozee, Victoria, Onyeka told Ozee that she wants to have a conversation with Victoria because Ozee must have like had a conversation with her and told her that, you know what, you guys will make up on all of that and all of that. So Onyeka agreed. I was like, okay, fine. I'm open to talking to her. Fine. And Ozee now said, telling Victoria, I know that you are mature. Do you understand? I know you would want to have a conversation with Onyeka. You wouldn't want it to like keep stringing along and all of that. I saw how Onyeka was like praising you during the wager. And I remember I'm like, no, hold up. That praising, it was fake.
This is why I said everything is connected here. This is why I say everything is connected here. Do you think if Onyeka wants to like, do one or two things in terms of praises given to Victoria, doesn't she know that people are saying that?
Yes.
They're saying that so that in case
anything happens, she refer back to those things.
People sometimes do things to refer back.
Yeah, I know that for sure.
People sometimes do things for you so that they can keep that aside. So when the time comes, they can always go back there.
Rub it on your face. Because do you know why I said that? As I said again,
you people know that
I don't have a problem when people refer, as long as you're not trying to rubbish me. But I've seen Onyeka play that card. I've seen her play that card.
And that card is a crazy card because
I don't like that
she'll be so comfortable doing that because she knows the appointed time when she's going to refer back to what she did.
And when she refer back to that, you not feel like a bad person.
You understand? You feel like a bad person. After all, you see what I was doing now. V-Money, this, that.
Vicky,
we know this game.
Since when, please?
We know how people play this game. Since when? Okay, if you are calling V-Money and you're happy about what she's doing, why you got the verse when you sit down with Ozee? In your mind now, it's running about you that, okay, this baby still tries like, still Ozee from you. Why you see the vex? Why you see the para? Can't your mind still be stable and understand, okay, what is happening is just normal?
My point is this, right? Upstairs, she said, I knew that they have been gossiping about me. They must have rubbished me. They must have smeared me. Yeah. And in my mind, right, you've not had a conversation with Victoria. You guys have not settled anything. So where was the whole hype thing coming from?
That's the thing. You understand? So please stop this pretense. Stop it. It doesn't make any sense. Because, I mean, when she was having a conversation with Ozee, that's how Onyeka still came. She stylishly came to where Ozee and Victoria was. Went behind the couch and started kissing Chizoba's picture. I'm like, I don't understand. Today about this, Onyeka, that is when you remember to kiss Chizoba's picture. Even if you had kissed a picture before, but we knew why you were there. You just came to find yourself there. Tried like, eavesdrop on that conversation. When to hear what was happening, you did the same thing again when they were playing the game. So you came close again. You were behind, stayed with Ozee, stayed with OC to like eavesdrop again.
Even so we see during your turn to play game, you were like, oh, you don't have strength.
Usually get
only for you to bring up vagina.
Exactly, right? So because everyone played that game, you came and everyone's talking about how, their bola is this, their pumpula is creamy. I said, the hell?
It's appeasing.
After 3 minutes, everybody just say, okay, good night, good night, good night, good night. Things doesn't have to be so sensual or whatever to make a game, come on, those things are so tiring.
Especially when the person that brought up the game refused to play the other one. That she was tired. So where did the strength...
You thought it was this one that was going to sell?
Like, where did the strength
come from? Where did the strength now come from? I thought you said we're tired. I thought you said we're high. So where did the strength come up for you to start playing this game? And they were tired. I was literally tired. Right? So I don't know, it's just quite crazy. I don't let us feel about that. Because, Wani, Handy, of course, had to scold Wani a little bit.
We're not even done with that. SNM during that way, Anita, what Anita did during that way, I didn't like it.
Oh my goodness.
I did not like it.
Yes, SNM clan, Anita.
Understandable now. During the red carpet, it was long AF. Everything you guys were doing there was already elongated. We get it. Boring sometimes. Do you understand? When you overstretch something, it becomes tasteless. We were enjoying it perfectly. And after they finished watching the whole short film and they were not coming out to tell their experience again. Okay, it got to some people's turn. Like they were coming out, talking, took their time, to talk, right? It got to Kassia'S turn. You told her 2 minutes.
You can imagine.
You told her 2 minutes.
That's when our brain could work. Yes. That is when Anita's brain could work and tell Kassia 2 minutes. But everyone before Kassia came.
The first person she told 2 minutes was Victoria.
The Victoria? Yes. Victoria. Thank you. Thank you. So Victoria.
Whisper 2 minutes. In my mind, I was like, okay, let's just say you just got yourself. Maybe no. It wasn't Victoria.
It wasn't Victoria. It was Kassia. It was Kassia. Kassia came before Victoria. It was Kassia. It was Kassia.
Let's just assume that it's Kassia.
No assumption. No. This is Kassia. Because I marked them down. I wrote them down.
Okay,
Kassia.
Fine.
Kassia came before Victoria.
Kassia came before Victoria. She whispered to Kassia, 2 minutes. And I'm like, she was like, 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Since when? Maybe they signal to her.
I told Marie, I said, Marie, don't worry. You will see the next person. Anita will not tell that person 2 minutes.
I kept quiet. Right? Another person came. That's Victoria.
Yeah, Tofa.
Tofa came. She didn't whisper anything to Tofa. And when I'm like, okay. Let's say she forgot again.
Yeah.
Victoria came. She whispered to her 2 minutes. SNM clan. Kelly Ray came. 2 minutes. These three people.
Nelly came.
Nothing.
Suj came.
Nothing. Onyeka came. Nothing. Sean came. Nothing.
So you can see Kassia, Victoria, Kelly Ray.
Just 3 of them.
After all, you can remember what she said about Victoria. Like Victoria was parading for Suj to come and talk to her to have that conversation. So they just see these people like they were just selective about it. Why would you show how Carlos and biased you about certain things? It was smelling. It was so obvious.
I said I was shocked. You know some people, sometimes people don't see details.
You don't see details, but I mean,
something about me, I see things.
This one was visible. This one was obvious.
I don't like to say it sometimes because I go talk to her.
How can Kassia come? That's why you can remember to tell her 2 minutes. How can Victoria come? Remember to tell her 2 minutes. Kelly Ray 2 minutes, but the rest you didn't tell them 2 minutes. And
that was Kassia, Tofa will come, you forget. All of a sudden, you remember if Victoria comes.
Please, Anita, please get out of my sight, please.
But that's it now.
Get out.
Anyways.
Get out, please.
When Sean came, she even say welcome.
Yeah, welcome. You understand? All this selective action, selective stuff. Nonsense.
Wow, that's crazy.
Nonsense. No wonder she call the parents about stuff for toxic, make them bring their brain Come wager.
That kind, do you understand?
Cry, para. It's not as if he was even talking directly to you, Seth.
Even Tofa now.
Nonsense.
Tofa told her now that she added the whole feel to the whole issue with Nelly and Suja and Victoria yesterday.
Yeah, true.
That instead of you to like calm things down, you're making
not long ago, about 30 minutes ago.
Yes. So please, like, no,
talking
that
about how Ebuka is going to question her, Abi.
Yeah, because of that, her making the whole matter was. Anyway,
that's crazy. Well, it is what it is. Wani, of course, just complaining about certain things, right? Complaining to Sean about how Sean is a downer.
Yeah.
Sean is not really like, putting in effort, whatever's happening. Doesn't
want to kiss her.
Doesn't want like, kiss her, just how, she needs something exciting, but
because
Sean's not giving that. Yeah.
She was hyper. Like, after they won the Wejata, she came in, she was like begging the housemate to come downstairs so they could play games, and they refused to come.
Yeah.
She was angry, calling them selfish. To me, I was like,
that was rubbish.
What was that?
That was nonsense, Wani. Like, I don't, who gave you the balls? Who gave you the audacity, the right?
Do you understand?
To speak to them that way.
And the sister was like, Wani, like, calm down.
Handy is the more comported one.
She is.
Handy is more sensible and reasonable one because Wani just talks like as if her mouth, they are buttocks. It's implanted there. Because I don't know how she thinks. I don't know how she acts, right? You the para say housemates no come downstairs. You're going to tell them say they're selfish. Please, how?
So,
do you know how many times you have projected how selfish and callous you are?
Yeah.
Wani, do you know how many times I've shown how selfish you are?
So what made it worse was when they brought alcohol.
Yeah.
All of them started running downstairs.
She now said that, now you go make you now come downstairs. And it was like telling her that there's no reason for you to speak to them that way, right? Anybody that wants to come will come. They don't want to come, they won't come. And you cannot force them like that. Say that you people should come downstairs. The hell, what is wrong with you? When I say come down, you come down. You don't you care just about yourself. You only care about yourself. I say, see this one. See, one need to talk about person with the camera.
She's hustling for Big G, don't worry. Do you see Nelly and Suju? Nelly was like, oh, you always be my baby. I always take care of you outside. Blah, blah, blah. I said, plan.
If I'm Suju at that moment, if I'm Suju and I heard at that moment, I'll just say, I rebuke you.
Suju was like, where is this coming? She was like, where is this coming from? Like, I don't understand. Like, hey, or hello. Because
Victoria.
During the game, when the game almost started, right? Nelly asked Victoria something.
Yeah.
So when Victoria was like answering her, Suj was looking towards Victoria's direction. So when Victoria was not answering Suj, that was how Nelly turned. Looking at Suj to see if Suj was looking at Victoria. All of a sudden, you'll always be my baby.
Wow. Hey. Wait till okay. All right. Is that all? That's all?
No, is that all? No, that's not all.
What's in the game? Which because these people they don't do that. They have done it now.
In the afternoon, no. That's how Sean and Wani said that Onyeka leaves skid marks.
Hey, I don't want to hear this one.
For toilets.
Chateau.
I was like,
her shit mark.
Like they were talking about how all these people with big bunda. And they like to fart. Their fart is always so smelly. Do you understand?
Yeah.
That's how they started talking about how Onyeka doesn't properly flush the toilet. That her stuff not get dry.
Oh, you don't do. Hey, don't do. Thank you. And so Sean constantly enter Onyeka again about the whole stuff about, one time, when they wanted like, share food, Onyeka was talking about how, they should give, Ozee some. And so Sean going to para say, this and that. Why did you give Ozee? Why did you give me?
I'm not talking about
me.
What
you
about
never say me. Can I say
give Sean this, give Sean that. So Onyeka was like, give Sean 5 Mito. Or give Sean 5 Pepsi.
That looked so weird. Sean, like, you have money, the para, so you can know the...
So when that time that Ozee came for Onyeka, when Onyeka was dissecting that stuff that particular time, in my mind, I felt like Onyeka was correct. Though,
she was correct. Onyeka was not capping.
Onyeka was not capping when Ozee was trying to say, I beg, don't overthink it. What is it?
Ozee, let me tell you, Onyeka was correct.
Onyeka said that, don't worry, I'm going to take you out to eat in a restaurant outside the house. Ozee was like, I beg. Don't take it too far. Yeah. Please.
That wasn't even the one. The main thing is about her talking about how, I'm telling you the truth. And there's how Sean is actually doing. It gives me attitude because of, how it feels I don't care about him. That was the truth.
Yes.
It's the truth. Onyeka was not capping. And then this person also thought that maybe it was one player that says it's not that deep. My dear, it was deep.
It was deep.
It was deep, Ozee.
Really deep. They thought maybe that's the usual delusional Onyeka.
No, she was speaking. You see now, this what hurts me.
Yeah.
Someone that is always so delusional. By the time they're actually speaking the truth, by the time they're speaking the truth, I don't want to believe.
Yes.
But thank God I know between someone that is delusional and speaking the truth.
That's the thing.
Thank God I'm built that way.
Someone can be annoying.
It doesn't stop me. It doesn't stop us from knowing.
It can make me blind to when I see that they are right about something.
I'm not now.
I'm going to say Onyeka was right about Sean. Because even upstairs, I saw Sean and Onyeka hugging. Onyeka was assuring him that don't worry, I'm going to take care of you.
Yeah.
Sean was nothing like a baby that they gave milk.
Yeah. We saw that after the wager, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
She was right about what she said.
Yeah, she was.
So not because I know Onyeka is annoying, but please, when we see the truth, make me talk calm.
Make we talk calm. I beg. Not because you see maybe son is and doing this all the time. The maybe person that did something that was actually true. Now still come and say that no, be here down.
Even Ozee was saying that that it's as if Onyeka is 25 years old.
Really say that?
Yeah, I saw when he was saying it.
That's crazy.
That because of how she behaves, that I think you're 25.
Okay.
Onyeka was like, So you go and say like Onyeka is like 29 or something.
Well, I know the finish.
Yeah,
all right, so it is what it is. You've heard it all here, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. One of these days, I think Sean might actually lose his cool, and he might do it one ninja. You know this kind of word where they talk say if they never put person for one place, others not go rest. Because if they never dismember one ninja, other ninjas not go rest. Because
and if they never disqualify Sean not go rest. Exactly.
No, if they never disqualify Sean, other housemates not go rest.
It's simple and short.
Oh my goodness. Well, it is what it is.
But to be honest,
one more comment. To be
honest, I give it to them for this wager. Like they did.
They did.
Superb.
Yeah.
Amazing. Onyeka, Ozee, Tofa, Victoria.
For me, I give it a 7 over 10. Amazing. 7 for me. Yeah. You?
I don't get ratings.
All right, no rating there. But I can't tell them say they do well. So you can't get rating. Can't say they do well. You tell them that they did well and you have no rating.
No.
How does that click? Madam, give rating.
When I watch a Netflix.
Madam, we're not going to close it. We're not going to close this video. Madam, give rating.
Sometimes I don't be rating it though.
Madam, this video not go close. Give rating. Madam, no side. They know the side for here.
Because the angles wasn't angling.
It's an angle.
The angles wasn't
angular
angling.
Jungler. Madam, just give rating. Make a close video.
6.
6.
Yeah.
Okay. 6, Abi.
Do you know I don't want to rate it?
Yeah.
Because it's their story. That's why I don't want to rate it.
No. Biggie gave them, ample time for them to how about the red carpets? How about everything? Didn't Victoria do so well? Didn't Anita as a host did so well?
That's why I just gave them accolades.
Generally, it's 7 for me.
That is why I gave them accolades.
Generally, it's 7 for me, right? So these were this. What's up, client? Ready to the jury moment? Comment. Yeah, let us know about this video. If you love this video, just make sure you give this video a thumbs up and a like. Videos. Yeah, share videos. We say thank you guys. Are the very best. You guys are awesome. Always remember, never to give up. Be the best at what you do. Success is guaranteed. It's not an option. Until then, guys. So just guys, peace. Yeah, chocolate.